Okay, everybody, welcome back to the YouTube Flip Side of Mud. Tonight we're going to talk about a little lesson that I think every father, wives can do this too, or mothers, but I'm a father. Every father should have this talk with their son or daughter. Either one doesn't matter. About the time, my son is 10, so kind of fifth grade, sixth grade, seventh grade, when they're in the midst of the midst of their middle school, when they're starting to really think about what they want to do with their life, career wise. I figured about middle schools when I thought about it, and I didn't have any lessons taught. I just picked up on like my stepdad was a cop, my father was a mechanic. I just kind of just went my own way. I like sports, I like the military, so I went to the military, but I didn't have an influence. Somebody to teach me the basic four lessons you need to learn to be successful. Excuse me, I just ate Buffalo Wild Wings, so a little burp in there, some hot wings, really good. Shout out Buffalo Wild Wings. There's four lessons I try to teach my son. I'm teaching my daughter too. She's 7, and I got a 4-year-old. They're kind of coming up stunned, but my 10-year-old is starting to ask questions about like what he wants to be. He wants to be military or whatever. I should wait. I do video after I eat wings, but I tell these four things. I tell them first, this is what you want to do. About 8th grade and starting into high school. First, of course, you got to have good grades. Everybody teaches their kids, make sure you have good grades. The way you can get scholarships, you can go to college. Anything like that. You want to have good grades. That's the first one. So you have good grades, you go to college. Second, if you don't, you might not be smart in school, but I might be able to get straight A's and stuff. I was really smart growing up, but I didn't put the effort into it because I played basketball and I learned that basketball you only needed a C average. So I was just, hey, I'm just going to keep a C. Could have got A's. It just was lackadaisical about it. But you tell them, pick a sport, whether it be, cheerleading, basketball, baseball, football, hockey, soccer, running, track, whatever it is pick a sport that you love. Then you just start in the midst of middle school, and you need to master it. It takes 10,000 hours to master any craft, so then you put 10,000 hours of work into it, whether it be shooting hoops all day, throwing a football, cheer practice, gymnastics, swimming, golf. You need to put 10,000 hours in it, so I need to start in middle school. Be good at a sport. You get good at a sport, it can lead to scholarships. You need to have good grades, though, because you can't get scholarships without good grades. So the 4 things. 1, make sure your grades are good. 2, pick a sport. That's another way into college if your grades ain't fantastic. But you still have to maintain a good grade average to play sports. So that comes back to the grades. That's 2. Okay, say you don't like sports or anything scholarship related. Say you're not good at school. Make sure you graduate either way. You can get a GED, but try and get your diploma. Either one, they work. So if you're not going to do those 2, pick a trade. There's great careers in trade school. I'm a union sprinkler fitter. You can be a sprinkler fitter. You can be an electrician. You can be a pipe fitter. You can be a plumber. You can be many trades that pay really good. Join a union, when you do it. Start off. You get to that apprenticeship, you get to that first 4 or 5 years, you start doing really good. It's a great career. So that's 3 things you need to be, one of those 3 to be successful. And 4, if you don't like those, join the military. I think everybody should at least have one little run in it. I spent 4 years in the Navy. It was fantastic. Great career. I got a lot out of it. So when my son, starts getting curious about it, I can tell him that I did those 4 things. I spent 4 years in the military. I went back and got part of my associate's degree. I could have got good grades. I was just lazy about it. I'm really smart. And the 4th one is what I say. I said the grades, military. I played sports and I mastered basketball. I've been playing basketball since I was knee-high to a grasshopper. I had 10,000 hours in before I was in 5th grade. And great, the grades, sports, military, and went back for my associates. So I've done all 4. But all he has to do is, or she, they just have to pick one. Be good at your grades. Pick a good sport. Join the military or pick a trade. You do one of those 4 things well, you'll be successful in this life, no matter what. Just pick one of those 4. And I try to tell him that. He wants to be military and he changes it every now and then. He wants to play sports. I said, you got to get your good grades. And he's smart. keep your grades good. Pick one of those sports that you like. Go to the military. Do all of them. It doesn't matter. You'll be successful in this life as long as you work hard at it. You master the craft no matter what it is. You can be a painter. You can be a musician. You can play sports. You put 10,000 hours in anything, you can master any craft. So that's the 4 lessons you should teach your son or daughter, especially in middle school ages when they start being curious about their careers and what they need to do. But I just figured I'd tell you guys that because I think that needs to be brought up to their attention. And then maybe, they can be successful at something in their life, and you'll be really proud of them. Like I'm proud of my kids now. I appreciate everything, and see you guys on the flip side. Love everybody.